Anaya used to love Monday mornings. She liked structure. She liked routine. She liked feeling productive. But lately, Mondays felt different. She sat at her desk near the window, sunlight filling her small apartment. Her laptop was open, coffee untouched, her phone buzzed. She glanced at it casually, then paused. Excited to share that I've been promoted to senior executive. Smiling photo, office background. Congratulations flooding the comments. Anaya blinked. That was Ria. They started at the same time. She kept scrolling. Another post. After years of hard work, I'm stepping into a managerial role. That was Arjun. Same batch. Same training program. Her chest tightened slightly. She locked her phone. It's fine, she whispered to herself. But it wasn't just one post. It had been happening for months. One by one, people she once stood beside were stepping ahead. New titles, new offices, new achievements. And her, still in the same position. At work, nothing had changed. Same desk, same responsibilities, same quiet effort. She did her job well. She was reliable. She stayed late when needed. But no announcement emails, no applause. That afternoon, her manager walked past her desk and said kindly, "Thanks for finishing that report. Really helpful." Helpful, not outstanding, not exceptional, just helpful. She smiled politely. Inside, something small cracked. That weekend, she met her college friends for lunch. Bright cafe, white walls, laughter. They talked about projects, leadership meetings, travel plans. Someone said, "My promotion came with a salary jump. I finally feel like I'm progressing." Progressing. The word echoed. Anaya stirred her drink quietly. Someone turned to her. "And you? Any big updates?" She hesitated for half a second too long. Work's going steady. Steady? Why did steady suddenly feel like failure? At night, she lay on her bed staring at the ceiling. The city lights painted soft patterns across the room. Her tail rested beside her. Am I not good enough? She hated that question, but it kept returning. Maybe I'm not ambitious. Maybe I'm not impressive. Maybe I'm falling behind. Falling behind. As if life was a racetrack. As if everyone started together and the goal was to outrun. She remembered college. Late nights studying together, shared dreams, equal hope. No one talked about who would be ahead. Now it felt like there was a scoreboard, and she wasn't winning. The comparison began affecting everything. When someone succeeded, she smiled. But inside, she measured herself. When someone celebrated, she felt smaller. She started refreshing LinkedIn too often. Scrolling achievements before bed, each post felt like evidence. Proof that she was stagnant. Proof that others were rising. One evening, she closed the app abruptly. This is exhausting. Not their success. Her comparison. A few days later, something small happened. A new intern joined her team. Nervous, overwhelmed. During a meeting, the intern made a mistake. The room went silent. Anaya noticed the intern's ears droop slightly. After the meeting, she walked over gently. It's okay, she said softly. I made worse mistakes my first month. The intern laughed nervously. Anaya stayed back after work that day, explained processes, shared shortcuts, encouraged confidence. Over the next few weeks, the intern improved quickly. One afternoon, the intern said, "I was so scared I'd be fired. You're the only one who made me feel capable." Anaya paused. The words settled somewhere deep. Capable. No promotion, no title, but impact, real impact. That night, she opened her notebook. Instead of scrolling, she wrote, "What if I'm not behind?" The pen hovered. What if I'm just building differently? She started listing things she had gained over the past year. Patience, consistency, skill, emotional strength, stability, no dramatic milestones, but steady growth. She realized something uncomfortable. She had been measuring her life only by visible success, titles, salaries, announcements. But what about resilience? What about character? What about the quiet skills no one posts about? No one writes, "Proud to announce I handled stress better this year." Excited to share I didn't give up. Happy to say I stayed kind under pressure. Those victories stay offline. But they matter. Weeks passed. She limited social media, focused on her work. Not to prove anything, but to improve. She asked for feedback, took an online course, volunteered for a project she used to avoid, not because others were ahead, but because she wanted to grow. At her next review meeting, her manager said, "I've noticed your consistency. You're dependable. That matters." It wasn't a promotion, but it wasn't nothing. And for the first time in months, she didn't compare it to anyone else. 3 months later, she did receive new responsibility.
A small step up, not flashy, no balloons, but earned. And strangely, it didn't feel like victory over others. It felt like alignment with herself, because this time she wasn't chasing, she was growing. One evening, she met the same friends again. They talked about their careers. But something inside her had changed. She listened without shrinking. She celebrated without measuring. She understood now. Their timeline is not her deadline. Some careers move fast. Some move steady. Some take detours. None of it defines worth. That night, she stood by her window again. Same city lights, same room, but different heart. She whispered softly, "I'm not behind. I'm becoming." And for the first time in a long while, she felt enough. Moral of the story: don't compare yourself with others. Their timeline is not your deadline. Growth is still growth, even when it's quiet.